Welcome to the Toolbox training on reading search results. When you look up classes using the Register for Classes function, the Browse Classes function, or the Plan Ahead function, you have access to a great deal of information. For details on how to run those searches, refer to the appropriate Toolbox items. After you run a search, it is important to understand how to read the search results screen and to be able to teach students how to use all of the tools available there. So let's run a search together. Let's take a look at psychology. And we see that we get a list of classes that is multiple pages long. You can reorder the various columns by clicking on the arrows to customize your view. Columns can also be reordered by dragging them to the left or the right. You can also resize columns by dragging them to make them wider to display more information. In the first column here, you'll find the course title. Below the title are details about the class, such as whether it's a traditional lecture or an online course. The subject description will tell you which department is offering the course. The course number itself will tell you what level the class is. For example, 1,000 level classes are generally for freshmen, 2,000 for sophomores, 3,000 for juniors, and 4,000 for seniors. 5,000 level courses are graduate level. Make sure you always check prerequisites for classes, as the course number alone will not indicate which students are eligible to take the course. More on that in a moment. The section will tell us if the class is offered at multiple times. Here we see there are two different sections offered for general psychology. The hours column tells us how many credit hours the class is worth, and therefore how often it meets each week. Most classes at UW are 3 credit hours, though many lab science classes are 4 credit hours. The CRN is the course reference number. It's used to identify a specific class and section within the registration system. Students can use the CRN alone to register for a class, but be sure to explain that the number is just a piece of code for the computer and not at all descriptive of the course. For example, if you advise someone to take 20459, it won't make much sense. The course itself is Psychology 2000, Research Methods, Section 1. Meeting times tells us when and where a class is held. Courses at UW are generally offered Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 50 minutes, or Tuesday and Thursday for 1 hour and 15 minutes. If you hover over the meeting times, a box appears that provides details about the location and start and end dates of a course. Noting the campus is important. Most classes will be offered on the main campus in Laramie, but others will be offered through distance, meaning that they are either online or audio-video conference courses through distance learning. Still others might be offered in Casper at UW-Casper. The status column shows you how many seats are still open out of the total number available. The second row tells you how many seats remain on the wait list. For more detailed information about a course, including prerequisites, you can click on the course title. Then the class details box displays. The course description is available here. Encourage students to read this description before they register for a class so they have an idea of the course's content. Prerequisites might be listed in the course description. They can also be found by clicking on the links for co-requisites and prerequisites. Another best practice is to demonstrate to students how to check for restrictions on courses. Some courses are held for special student groups, like those in a particular major, and others require special permission from the department. You can also click on Attributes to see if a course fulfills a specific USP requirement. Now, let's take a quick look at linked classes. Some classes require that students register for 2 parts, like a lecture section and a lab section. These are called linked classes. You can identify linked classes by looking for the blue chain link icon and the word linked under the status column. There are two ways to look at the linked classes. You can click View Linked next to the lecture section of choice to display a list of all of the labs or discussions that go with the class. You can scroll down and read the title column to identify which sections are lectures and which are labs or discussions. As you can see, you can access a great deal of information about individual classes through the search results. Thanks for watching.